Hello and welcome. In today's video, we are tackling a completely different range of topics. We are trying to present some business cases, real business cases that we have been asked from customers just like you out there to solve specific problems. Now, obviously, we're not going to make any reference to the customers or the specific data that we used or we tackle the problem with, but we're going to give you the essence to give you kind of like an overview of what we could help you do with Business Central. The first scenario that we would like to present today that we get asked like quite a bit is the dashboard scenario. When I say dashboard scenario, I mean there are many different places to see your data in Business Central. So having the data is not the problem. Seeing it and seeing the data that you need in few clicks is what is essential when you're running a business. And that's where a dashboard can come in handy. Isn't that right, Kim? What can we do to help our dear customers out there to make their life easier?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because we have a lot of customers contacting us, kind of presenting their challenge, and that is to find the information in a central spot where you don't have to click a lot to find the information you're actually looking for. Now, when you go into Business Central, just like you see it on the screen now, you can see there's tiles in here. And if I drill down a little bit more here, you'll see we have the green tiles. And you could say that's called a role center in Business Central. And that kind of depends on the role you have in your business. It could be sales, purchase, manufacturing, it could be anything. So that's a kind of a dashboard where you can have easy access to the information. You can click on the tiles and dig into it to get more details about it. When we talk about dashboards, it's usually a way to help that user that has a specific role. Let's take an example. That could be shipments. So the people that's working with shipments in their daily work, they really could use a dashboard where they have all the information they need to kind of get a view of all the orders that's supposed to be shipped today or tomorrow or the day after. They have that in one dashboard. So just imagine that you have a list of orders that's due today. You have all the customer names, you have all the dates and who's going to be the shipping agents, what is the service. It's easy for the person that's responsible for the shipping to identify what should be shipped now. Just imagine UPS coming in the truck, parking outside the warehouse, saying, okay, I'm ready. So what is an easy way to find all the orders that goes together with that specific carrier, UPS?
For example, yeah, that's a great scenario. And just like you described, having the opportunity to fully customize the view that you're presenting to your user or for yourself, depending on the role you have, it's a very powerful thing. While obviously Business Central has all this data in itself, it can be challenging to get to it, especially depending on the how familiar the user can be with the system. So having it just like available for you just when you log in, boom, as a dashboard has helped like a lot of our customers. So, let us know if you would like us to talk a little bit more about those topics and maybe present some scenarios. We can definitely do that. The second business case that we wanted to present today, which is another one that we've been requested at many times, many different customers, is the business process or business flow customization. Now, obviously, in Business Central, there's many processes that happen and any user needs to go through sometimes many times throughout the day to perform a certain action. Now, in certain business scenarios, it might become a little bit tedious to go through certain steps if they're always the same. And therefore, it is important to prevent like mistakes and just like, it's silly issues throughout the process that can cause even further issues down the line. It is important to maybe skip some of those steps. But while like the standard solution does not allow that, that's where we can come in and help out. So today we decided to pick one example to show you what we can do. And we decided to go with the warehouse shipment. Is that right? Can you show us a little bit what we could help our dear customers out there?
Yeah, sure. Exactly. Yeah, I would like to give you a kind of little flavor of what you could do. And we appreciate working together with you, coming up with solutions to your challenges to kind of optimize your process. because that is what could make a difference for your company, make it more efficient in your daily work. So certainly, yes. One example could be that looking at the sales orders, if you're running a warehouse and you have sales orders in the system. Now, if you use the warehouse system in Business Central, you can choose different setups, and it can be from easy or it could be too complex. Just to take down the kind of the two
very
sides.
broad, but yes, that's it's a good first step.
And one step could be that, okay, every time we have a sales order, we want to create a warehouse shipment. And that's kind of the idea, is to separate the operations in the warehouse, what people need to access out there, and what people in the back office needs to access. That's two different things. They kind of share the sales order, as that is what we're trying to ship.
Of course.
One is trying to keep track for the customer with the prices, discounts, and so on. The warehouse has a responsibility to pick and pack the correct items and get them shipped. So if we look at one of the items in here, we have an item or a sales order that's set up with what in the Kronos company for the white location. The white location has been set up to require warehouse shipments. So in a normal scenario, if there's anything that's normally now, you would create the sales order and you would release the sales order and you would go up here to, I think it's prepared. Nope, it's home. And you would create a warehouse shipment. Now, the warehouse shipment is a document they're going to use in the warehouse. That's the warehouse people that's going to pick and pack it. So you would go up here and say, okay, create the warehouse shipment. BC is going to work on that. Okay, great. We're going to find, we're going to find all the items and create a warehouse shipment document. You see, this is a completely different document with a different ID, a different unique ID.
Yeah.
It's got the information that is required, that is needed for the warehouse people. But let me just close this one down, the fact box here on the right.
Perfect.
So you see, when you look at the line, it doesn't say anything about the discounts or prices or anything. I know that's interesting stuff, but they don't need that in a warehouse.
Of course not. Yeah, it makes sense.
So that is the warehouse document. But that's, and you could even take it to the next level, because from a warehouse shipment document, you could create pick documents. The pick document is usually what you would give to the employee. If you have, just imagine you have a big warehouse with a lot of racks and bins and so on, they would use the pick document to actually go to bin number 1, bin number 2 to pick it up. So that would be another step, just to make it a little bit more complex. So what we did together with this customer was that, okay, our process could be that the time we actually release this sales order up here, we automatically create the warehouse shipment at the same time, because that was the business process for this customer. They really want the document immediately once the sales order has been released, meaning it's ready to be shipped.
Exactly.
So that was one scenario where we optimized that, because that would immediately and automatically create the warehouse shipment document. And we even had other scenarios where they created the pick document as well.
Yeah.
So you can see 2 clicks done in one operation. They would have to release it anyway.
And I would also add, not only the clicks, but also think about how much less training and confusion potentially for users that don't necessarily need to know about the warehouse shipments, right? Like, so you can have a better separation. And just like Kim was saying, the warehouse employees have rarely the need to know about pricing, cost, and all of that. All they need to focus on is where the items are, the bins, and make sure the inventory stays accurate. So keeping that separation allows you also to have a better control to the different departments in a way. So I think, any kind of customization on the flow that can help your employees to, use the system in a more efficient way, I think have always been a great success for us. So there you have it. These are just 2 of the business cases that we wanted to present to you today. We're going to have more videos coming up soon with more specific examples. But if you have any scenarios in mind that you would like us to maybe just consider or see what kind of solution we could provide, let us know down below in the comments. Or even better, contact us on our navseal.com website. You can also book meetings with us and discuss your specific example, and maybe we can find a specific solution for your unique need. So, and until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we hope to see you in one of the next videos.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thanks for watching this video from NAV SEAL. Check out more right here. NAV SEAL offer assistance and counsel on any existing solution, so if you're in need of assistance, don't hesitate to contact us on navseal.com or LinkedIn. Consider leaving a like and subscribe for more tips, news, and guides to anything Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central.